we get a lot of messages on Facebook. Some of them accuse us that we have favoritism. But actually, what I always say is, you can't pick from one child. God forbid anything happens to that child. I don't think the other two will be able to compensate.
Nobody can
replace. They're all different.
Each person.
Your experiences with your children, if you're having a hard time trying to, what do you call that, get it together, try and look at the experiences, diba? The experiences that you have with this child, the experiences that you have with the other, and then you'll see that there are those special moments. Minsan kasi, we're so lazy and spending time with our children.
I think lazy is a correct word. Actually, I'm getting a lot from the two of you and I wanna ask you more about that. Siyempre, yung favoritism, sa kanila wala. Pero yung iba, meron talaga. And they themselves cannot help it. Yung parang siguro, sabihin natin, isang bata, mas madali talagang alagaan. Yung isa, mas mahirap. So there in itself, you're thinking, parang mas paborito ko to. So kung ganun ba, how do you help that kind of feeling?
We know inside us, there's a child that, you resonate with that child more. You can relate with that child more. You connect immediately with that child. You don't declare it. You don't show it your action. It's a deliberate step na, okay, I'm feeling this way. You use it as the springboard to love the other child more. It means that if the other child is getting more of your attention, it means that that child might be needy of that attention because he or she might be feeling that you tend to prefer the other child. So, kids, you cannot fool them emotionally. We adults, we fool ourselves emotionally. We are very good at concealing our feelings and, trying to conceal what we really think or feel inside. But then, kids, they sense it.
So siguro mga example niyan, yung parang alam mo, yung kapatid mo mas mabait sa'yo. Yung mga ganyan,
alam mo, Rika, whenever I do parenting talks, whenever these things, I always tell parents that the best favor you can give your kids is never, ever, ever compare them. Because when you start comparing, you're putting down one in favor of the other. Yung kapatid mo, ang galing dito. Bakit ikaw? You're questioning the individuality, the uniqueness, and the giftedness of each child. And if I am the one compared, tayo yung manasasaktan. And it ingrains a lot of hurt in them na hanggang pagtanda. Kaya maraming broken. At maraming we call it comparisonitis. May ganyan na matanda. It's because they were compared also. So we have to cut that pattern.
Would you say that kids that are less favored are stronger than the favored ones? Kasi the least favored one needs to fend for him or herself, while the other one is sheltered.
Yung tendency of the parents to do that, to shelter one and then the other one to just be, it depends also what we call the nature versus nurture. Nurture is how the parents treat, but the nature of the child, if the child is strong-willed, he will thrive for himself. Yung kahit hindi mo asikasuhin, kaya niyang mabuhay kung strong-willed.
So, nandito na naman, it all boils down to the uniqueness of that child. O sige, dahil nga unique ang bawat child, we need to know more about what works for each. And you're gonna teach us more about that.